Hello there, everyone. Sorry I'm late, guys. How's everyone doing this evening? Thank you guys for joining me. Okay, guys, you saw the title. There's a couple of things that we need to be looking at. Um, and I really want to start off with hey, everybody. Zen, Wendy, Layla, thank you so much for being here. Who am I missing? Wendy, Jackie, Tink, Latrice, good evening. Um, I want to look at what's going to happen with this, um, with Trump defying the courts. As far as I think the big thing is that they told him to turn those planes around, and if he hadn't, okay, if they were sent out to turn them around, and if they were getting ready to send some out to stop it, okay, and of course he didn't. And the country that he sent them to, the that president or whatever they called them, whoever is the head of that country wrote back in a tweet and said, "Oops, too late." Like, and then told them to told him how to get rid of the Judge Bosk. Okay, I wrote his name down, guys. Just a second. Let me see if I can find his name. Bosquith. Let me see. Boasberg. Judge Boasberg. Anyway, he told Trump that they had to turn the planes around, if they were in the air, and not to do any more, send any more people out. But the thing about it, guys, that I'm looking at, hello, everyone, is that if they can do that to just pick up people and send them out with no kind of, they don't care that they may have to face some kind of consequences. I mean, he really believes he's above the law. So then Roberts got in the middle of it also. So it's a big deal, guys. It's a big deal, especially when it comes to our democracy. So I want to look at that. And I'm just going to look at the next 5 days, because I think the next 5 days are from the 20th through the 25th. Some big things are going to be happening. That's just my feeling. He thinks that he's going to be able to just do what he wants to do. And I mean, if he gets away with this, guys, I think we're just in trouble. That's just my honest opinion, because if he wants to say, go round up them people over there that live on that side of town and bring them all in, and we're going to ship them out, you have no recourse. So if they let him get away with this kind of thing, guys, it's not good. It's not good at all. So I want to take a look at that first. What's gonna happen with that court process? Now, they already gave him until 12 o'clock tomorrow. It was supposed to be today, but then they came back with whatever excuse they had or whatever. So the judge gave them until 12 o'clock tomorrow. So, in which they're still just giving him too much leeway, and which is sickening. So, oh, wow. Wow. Spun stricken. I'm just reading your comment here. You said DT has removed the ban on segregation for federal contractors. This includes restaurants and other eating facilities, water fountains, restrooms, etc. That's why. Why? What is it? Why does it bother him? You know what I'm saying? Something's got to be done quick. Then I want to look at the protests, guys, because are the protests, I know they're working to it in a sense, but let me light my candle here, guys. How much, it's like how big are they going to get? Because, some of them depends on what city you're in, how big it is. So, and then, guys, they're not really getting real rowdy. And which is a good thing. That's a good thing. But, and I'm just going to say it again. If Black folks got involved, it would be a different story. And I don't know who it was in the comments that said, why aren't Black people getting out there doing anything? Because for the most part, we didn't vote for him. Okay, so yes, it's our, we want to see things get better also, but in a sense, we didn't start this mess. So anyway, I'm going to pull 3 cards from my deck and then followed by, clarifying that to see what Spirit wants us to know concerning that. All right. I hope everybody's having a good evening. I'm just jumping right in, guys. Hit the like button, please, because we got a lot to go over. And I just want to do some deep dives into these things right now. I got my sage going. I got my candles going. I did my meditation. So now we're just going to get started here and see what Spirit wants us to know. Okay, Spirit, we need to know about what these courts are going to do about Rump, felon 45. Guys, I really don't cuss, but sometimes I'm like, ooh, it's like at any moment, guys, something may come out that shouldn't when I think of him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he thinks he's just, I guess because they've let him get away with it, though. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 cards to start. And right now we're going to read on the courts and what's going to happen with that. We have the hidden power that pulls the strings. We have, see, Spirit is talking to us. It says a nation's fate decided in back rooms. This is what's happening. This is actually what's happening. And, Canada. Okay, so what does Canada have to do with all this? Canada. Well, we know that, I know they're watching to see what's going to happen, because if he can get away with, if he can get away with this, guys, he will try to actually take over Canada like he's been threatening. He's not playing. We might think that, that'll never happen, but Canada has to be careful too, because he may try to send people over there to start a war or whatever, because he wants Canada to be the 51st state. I mean, we really have to think critically about what's going on here, because it's just getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. And I don't want to say anything I shouldn't, because I don't want my YouTube channel to be gone, but yeah, you got to be careful, guys. That's what I'm saying. If you decide that you want to go out there and protest, that's fine. I'm not telling anybody what to do. But I mean, if you can think of another way to get to get their attention. Then I would suggest you do it that way, but I can't tell you what to do. Okay, let's look at the hidden powers that pulls the strings. You know who else is, what's his name? Stephen, what's that man's name? Real racist. Is his name Stephen? He's another one that's behind the scenes doing stuff. All right. No, I think I'll do it this way. All right, Spirit, talk to us about these cards. Here's what you have given us. Then I'm going to use my Afro-Brazilian deck. That's the Afro-Brazilian deck. That's one of my favorite decks, guys. Okay. So, you know, evidently Canada's going to get pulled in more too in the next 5 days. Something's going to happen with that also. You know, but Canada, Mexico, all of them, they're not playing with him. But if he gets away with this, he may just think that he can just go over there and take Canada. I know it sounds ridiculous, guys, but you know, why would we want to fight with Canada? I mean, we're so close. We used to go to Canada like it wasn't anything. Just go over the border, go shopping, come back to Michigan, you know, but now it's just ridiculous what he's done. Okay, I'm going to use the Deviant Moon Tarot. This is another deck that I hardly ever use, but I like it. Just going to do a deep dive. Yeah, Zen says Canada's our upstairs neighbor. And that's true. There's no reason for us to be trying to take over Canada. It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. All right, Spirit. Give us more information. Yep, we're going to see what's going to happen with this mess that he has going on. I want to do one more, though. Let's see. Okay, guys, you know what happened? I did clean off my desk today, put my cards all neatly back in the boxes, and now I have to take them all back out again. But that's how it goes. So this is the Edgar Allan Poe deck that I'm using now. All right, Spirit. Talk to us about what's happening here, Spirit. And the last deck that I am going to pull from is the vice versa deck. I think I told you guys about this a few days ago. It's one of my newer decks. And it has images on both sides. It looks like this is called vice versa. Okay. right, Spirit, talk to us about what's going to happen with these courts, the decisions that they're going to make for Trump. That shouldn't be in there. I mean, it's just a shame how he's defying them, though. He wanted them to impeach that judge. And Roberts told him that's not the way you do things, just because somebody doesn't agree with you. But he really is trying to be a dictator. There's no doubt about it. That's where he's headed. All right, Spirit. Okay, we're talking about what's going to happen with this case. All right. Okay, first we're looking at the hidden power that pulls the strings. We're going to look at that first and see what Spirit wants us to know. Okay, so of course the information is coming in fast with this Knight of Wands. It's not playing. So it's telling me that this judge Bots, you guys know who I'm talking. He's not playing with them, and he wants the information now, like yesterday when he was supposed to have it, and they gave him some other kind of excuse. So he's not playing with them. Then we have the Seven of Cups. This is telling me that they think that they're so powerful. Remember, we're looking at the hidden powers behind the strings that pulls the strings. They think that they are so powerful that they can just brush off what the judges say. And they're going to, he's going to try to do what he always does. He's going to try to delay. Okay, well, we've got to go here now just because